So, you want to know what are the most unspoken of photography bag essentials that you need in your bag? Stick around. So recently I've been having a look at some similar videos on this platform, and for me they were all missing one thing. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that amongst all your other equipment, you are your most important asset. And that's because you as the camera operator, you're composing all those good shots, you're taking all those great videos, and essentially without you, none of that would happen. What I'm ultimately saying is that you as the camera operator should be looking after yourself as well as your equipment, because when you look after yourself, you feel great, and that really shows to the quality of your work. Without further ado, the first item that I want to talk about is food. And when I say food, I don't mean three-course meal, I simply mean just a candy bar or a protein bar if you're a bit more healthy. Basically something to just keep you from starving until your next meal. As a photographer or a videographer, sometimes you can spend hours on end shooting or recording, and the thing about it is all those hours require 100% of your concentration. And the thing about being hungry is that when you're hungry, your concentration starts to decline, and ultimately in turn your quality of work starts to dip, and it's not good for anything. Now what do you do when you're hungry? You pack up all your gear, you stop shooting, and you go get something to eat. Now the problem with that is the time in between your last shoot and when you've done eating may have been such a long time that it's going to take you a while to get back into the zone, ready to take those photographs, ready to take those shots, ready to take those videos. Ultimately, that's wasted time that you could have put into getting the right shots for whatever project that you're working on. And that's where the quick fix comes in handy. If you have something like a candy bar or a protein bar like I mentioned earlier, it's literally just take it out your bag, eat it, and then continue shooting. Less distraction, more focus on your work, more time efficient. Thumbs up. Another great advantage of not being hungry is that it promotes fresh new thinking and probably perspective that you never even thought about before. So tip number one, always keep a snack in your bag just in case you get hungry whilst on a shoot. Now this next one that I want to talk about is probably more applicable when you're taking photos or recording in an area that you're unfamiliar with. And what I'm talking about is spare cash. I think it's fair to say that you can never completely judge the intentions of people around you. So for that reason, it's probably a good idea to keep your personal belongings concealed as opposed to out on display, even for a split second. Not to mention the expensive camera in your hand, you can very easily and quickly become a target. Cash can pretty much be put anywhere and you can get creative with it, and you can make it really accessible for when you need it. It's a really good way of protecting yourself, especially in areas that you're unfamiliar with, and it's a good way of not getting stolen from. Now the next item that I want to talk about is a poncho. And a poncho, if you didn't know, it's pretty much a rain jacket. It can go over you and your bag. And obviously the main advantage of a poncho is that it'll keep you dry from the rain. Now aside from the obvious advantages with it keeping you dry from the rain, the poncho is quite light and it can be folded quite small into your bag. And the best thing I think about it is that you don't have to choose your attire according to what color it is, because you can get them in transparent. But ultimately, when the weather's against you and there's unforecasted rain, it affords you the ability to continue shooting no matter the weather. So get yourself a poncho. So this next one that I want to talk about may rub some people up the wrong way, and that's because part of the enjoyment of photography and videography is all about the exploration. And with that said, I want to talk about bringing along with you a route map or route plan. Realistically, there needs to be a balance between exploration, safety, and time efficiency. I absolutely 100% agree that exploration is one of the best aspects about this craft. However, having a route map or plan is really going to afford you safety and time efficiency in an area that you're unfamiliar with. I'm by no means saying that you should follow a route map step for step, but it can absolutely help you when you need it the most. So that brings me on to the last item of my list, and it's kind of a weird one. It's travel spray. Photography and videography can get quite demanding, especially when you're trying to get the best shots, and before you know it, you're sweating and musty and sticky, and nobody wants to be that sweaty, musty guy or girl. So even though a shower is required at this moment in time, there isn't one. So your quick fix is going to be that travel spray that you packed. Imagine you're working with a client and you're all sweaty and musty. Not really a good look. So avoid embarrassment, upkeep your professionalism, and bring that travel spray. So that's been my take on some items that you can carry in your camera bag when you're going out taking pictures or videos. Now they're all great items, good information to have, but it doesn't mean that you have to carry it all at once. take what you want from it, take what's going to benefit you the most. And finally, if you didn't already know, my name is Charles. Photography and videography is a passion of mine, and I want to thank you if you've made it this far in the video. And if you found this video informative so far, please consider subscribing, hit the like button and leave a comment. Leave me some feedback on this video. Tell me how you found it, tell me what could be improved. My aim is to grow this channel into a community of like-minded people who enjoy photography, videography and pretty much anything to do with the camera. Anyway, that's all from me, so I'll see you in the next video.